What's up, guys? Motorcross Man 23 here, and today let's build it. So today I'm standing with this pile of parts. Got a pile of parts right here, and this is another set from my vintage Lego want list. You know, I made a list for 2019 of sets I want to acquire, knocking them out. So I decided let's do some building videos. So this is set 6677. I think it's a motocross set. I think that's what it's called, Motorcross Racing. So that is supposed to be a dirt bike. And a little SUV. So, you know, like I told you guys, when I was a kid, I really loved motorbikes. It's kind of crazy because don't own one, never owned one. Outside of riding a few mopeds, I've never actually ridden one. But I just used to love motocross racing growing up. Used to watch it on TV all the time. Does it still come on TV? I think it does, but you don't see it too often. So anyway, this was one of my favorite sets, and you know, I used to build this thing over and over and over again. So I was recently able to reacquire it. So let's build it. Now, back in the day, look at this complex instruction sheet. I mean, it's just one fold out, front and back. Sometimes it gets a little difficult because it doesn't show you what parts you need for each step like today's, and there are multiple parts put on in each step, which today, you know, you see a lot of that as the sets get bigger with more pieces, but a lot of times they'll have a step that'll just have one part. So I bought this used. The pieces are in really well condition, and as I say that, look, I think there's one bad piece in the set, and it's this one right here. I don't know if you can see it, but that is a tooth mark. And that's what we did when we were kids. Look, there's another one. But I think outside of those two pieces, it's in really overall good condition. And if I was really anal about it, I guess I could switch those two parts out, but it doesn't really bother me. Once you build it, you'll never see it. So as long as the clutch power is still there and you can't see it, you can't tell, doesn't bother me. It might bother you, but it doesn't bother me. Because I know as a kid, I hate to say it, but that's what I did. You know, nowadays we have these fancy little brick separators. And if you know how to use these, they are very handy. Not that they're that hard to use, but I just don't know if they're used enough. I think it's just a lot easier to stick it in your mouth and pry it apart. You guys still do that? Every once in a while I catch my wife doing it when she's building brick heads, and I fuss at her. And she gives me that dirty look. But, you know how that is. So anyway, we're going to build through this. As you can see, I've already completed the first phase. That is 6 steps. 6 steps to get you that far. I think in today's instruction manuals, I keep saying this over and over, that would probably be about 12 steps. I mean, they've simplified it so much that it's almost like, unless you have a giant creator set, there's not a lot of challenge in it like it used to be. So we're going to put this thing together, and this is kind of rapid fire building, I guess. You know, I've mentioned separating pieces. I've mentioned noodling, digging from piles. I don't think it's very difficult for a small set like this to just kind of go through it and dig the pieces out as you're going. I tell you, when I was a kid, I'll never forget the year they came out with these trans blue windshields. And I didn't have a lot of them, but man, that is a cool set. And look how, I don't know if you could tell, that is almost perfect. There aren't hardly any scratches in this windshield. I mean, and that is hard to do, especially if it's in played with condition. These wheels are in great shape. Hardly have any hints of rust. I mean, this set was probably put together once, maybe twice, and then that's it. From that side, it looks perfect, right? From that side, you can see a tooth mark right there. And there's even one right there, that's an odd piece to have a tooth mark on. But I could flip that one around and hide it. That one would be an issue. but it doesn't bother me that bad. So anyway, there is the SUV complete, 100% complete. Few little teeth marks, but you know, that's part of Lego, right? So let's build this trailer real fast. See how we can keep this video under 10 minutes. Just snap these jumpers on. Kind of a simple build, but pretty effective build. So guys, leave me some comments. Tell me what were some of your favorite sets growing up as a kid. If you're as old as me, I'm in my mid-40s. What'd you grow up with? I mean, look how simple that trailer is. Very effective. I mean, this is a set that is really cool. One of the things I always wished as a kid, I probably had about 6 or 7 of these dirt bikes. I think I had one red one that came from a fire truck set combo build. I had one black one, I think came from a police set. And then I had 3 or 4 gray ones, I think. One of the things I always wished was that I had different number tiles, so I can make a bunch of different numbered bikes and have a dirt race. So that's it, real quick. Built that thing in about 5 minutes. Now, you know, if it was the first time I was building it, probably would have took me 10 minutes, right? But these are the classic sets that I grew up with. 6677 Motorcross Racing. I mean, I think it probably took them days to come up with that name, right? I mean, you sit in a room all day, every day, and then finally you get that eureka moment. Let's just keep it simple, stupid. And that's what you come up with. So while we got a second, let's take a look at this. When I bought this set, it actually came with this little pamphlet that originally came with it. And I think I showed this in the haul, but this was a set on my want list that I've actually acquired. So really cool to have that one. This one, you guys know, I just built it. That is a really cool set. Never had any of these 3. Maybe we'll look for them. Never had any of the big police stations or anything. I don't know. I might search the older police stations and try to find one of the favorites, one of the best. So leave me a comment, guys. Tell me what is your favorite vintage classic police set. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can add that one to the collection. That's a pretty cool little stock car. I want to say I had that car, but I don't remember if I had that or if my neighbor had that. I think my neighbor had that one, because I don't remember having those white rims. I think my neighbor had that one. I didn't. I had a police car that was real similar build. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Another little quick episode of Building with Mardi Gras Man. Let's build it. We're just going to call this Let's Build It. Don't know how often we're going to do these. We're going to do these as time permits. You know, I enjoy this. I enjoy making videos, even if I don't get a lot of views. So that's it for this one, guys. Did you guys have this? Some comments with a list of your favorite sets. If you got some links to your videos of your favorite sets, leave me some links down below. Maybe I'll check them out. If I got time, I will check them out. So, I've said it all. I've said too much. As always, check out my playlist. Check out my channel. Check out everything. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Check me out on Instagram at MardiGrasMan23. And until the next one, we'll see you again.